Okay, so this is my Rolex Sky Dweller watch face, and I would like to show all the features of this watch face and all my other watch faces, because all my watch faces practically has all the same features. So this Sky Dweller in blue, I have also a black version on my webpage svartling.net. You can download this watch face and the black one from svartling.net. But let's see all the features for this watch face. As you can see, when it's dimmed, you don't have a second hand, for example. And it's a bit dimmed now because the sun has goes down here in Sweden. So it has started to use the auto dim mode for this watch face. But if I click on this button, you see that the second hand shows up and it's a bit lighter again. And the Sky Dweller has a lot of built-in features. As you can see here in the ring in the middle, you can have another time zone. My watch face is set to use the time zone 1 in the watchmaker app. So if you set a time zone, for example Los Angeles, that I have in time zone 1 in the watch face app, watchmaker app. If you set your time zone that you want to use for the inner ring on this watch face in the watchmaker app, it will show up here. So as you can see, the time is 9 o'clock in Los Angeles at the moment, as you can see. And this Sky Dweller, Rolex Sky Dweller, also has a red mark, as you can see there, and it's for the month. So the red mark is at 3 o'clock now, and that means that this is the month of 3, March. So when it's get April, it will be at 4 o'clock. So the inner ring is a time zone 1 in the watchmaker app, and the red mark is the month. And what more has this watch face then? Well, you can click in the middle to have the second hand show the battery life also when dimmed. So when the watch face will be dim now, the second hand will show how much battery life you have in the watch. And this should have about 100% now, because I took this watch off the charger at the moment. So the first time it gets dimmed, it doesn't show right, but the next time it will be. That's a bug. But you can see here, it has around 98% of battery life, the second hand, as you can see. So by clicking in the middle here, you can turn the second hand off again, because I love to have the second hand off when it's dim, because when the second hand shows when dimmed and it's still, then a lot of people says that the watch is broken and all that, because the second hand doesn't move anymore. So I prefer to have the second hand off when dimmed, as you can see here. Another feature on my watch faces is that you can set different brightness modes by tapping at the bottom here. As you can see, you can have 7 different brightness mode. As you can see, it's really dark now. And when the second hand gets dimmed, as you can see now, the watch face will be dimmed as soon as possible. Then the watch face will be really dark. And now, as you can see, the watch face is really dark because I have dim mode 7. So if I get it as bright as possible again, it's a lot brighter. This is really cool because you can set the brightness as you want to have it, depending on the light in the room you are. Or for example, outside you want to have full brightness and so on. So this feature I really love because you can set it as exactly as you want it. Another feature my watch faces has is a weather station, as I call it. And by tapping at 12 o'clock, you can get to the weather station. This weather station shows different info that you need on a smartwatch, because this is a smartwatch. This is a Huawei watch, and smartwatches has more features than analog watches and so on. So why not use those features? So I like to have a weather station possible by clicking at 12 o'clock. Then you get to the weather station, as you can see here. It shows the date, time, humidity, mostly sunny, and 2 Celsius degrees minus, as you can see. The weather, it shows the weather, mostly sunny and 2 Celsius minus degrees. So it's a bit cold outside today. And you also have the wind, and you have when the sun is set and when the sun is go down. And you also have tomorrow's weather. It will be sunny and 1 Celsius degree. So the Celsius will change to Fahrenheit if you are in the US. So Celsius is for Europe, and it will feel if you are in US or in Europe automatically. And you also have the battery on the watch and on the phone. So you can see here that the watch has 94% of battery and the phone has 82%. And you also have steps, but that is not working at the moment on my Huawei watch. I don't know why really. I think you need to set in the settings app an app that counts the step instead of the Samsung fitness app I use. Because when I use the Samsung fitness app, it doesn't work. Probably Google Fitness probably works. I don't know. And you can also see when the weather station was last updated at the below here. So the weather station you can get to by tapping at 12 o'clock, as you can see. Tap again, and to hide it, tap and hide. And you have the brightness mode at the bottom that you can choose. And you can hide the second hand or show it. So the second hand, when you show it, will show the battery life when dimmed. And you can also hide, as you can see here now, Rolex watches usually have a cyclop above the date, as you can see here. And the cyclop is above the glass on a real Rolex watch. So I have tried to simulate that on this watch face. But if you don't like that, because the second hand, the minute hand, and the hour hand will show below the cyclop, as you can see, and some people doesn't like that, so I made that optional too by just clicking on the cyclop to hide it, as you can see there. Now I hide the cyclop, and the hands are above the date as on normal watch faces. But if you want to have it as Rolex, original Rolex watches has, then tap again to show the Cyclop date window. So that is basically all the features on this Rolex Sky Dweller watch face. You will find links below in the description text to download this. You need a watchmaker app though to use my watch faces, and it's a one-time cost to buy that watchmaker app, but my watch faces are always free. You're welcome to donate though and so on, because I make these watches and it takes a lot of time for me to make these watch faces. So I hope you like my watch faces. This is just one of a lot of different watch faces you find on swartling.net. Okay, bye.